Hey guys, what's going on? Alright, so enough of the nonsense that other people feel is important, because no matter if I try to debate what they're saying or not, it does not matter, because this stuff is what all of that is distracting you from. All of it. All of the Mueller report, the Stormy Daniels, the whatever it is this week, is completely distracting you from these horrific acts going on in our name, using our tax dollars. And we wonder why people want to bomb us or commit terrorism or whatever. For those of you who don't know, I've been reporting on Venezuela for well over a year. And it's horrific what's going on. And now we're getting numbers in because of the sanctions. 40,000 Venezuelans have died, mainly in part due to our sanctions. And you can argue that fact, oh, but it was this. No, go to my playlist of Venezuela PSYOP, the Venezuela Psychological Operation, and watch them. Everything you've seen on mainstream media is complete BS. And these people are dying. Not because of mean, terrible Maduro. It's because of our sanctions. Because the money that they were getting to do things like, we're holding their oil money. The Bank of England is holding their gold. They're doing everything that they can, but by reducing their calorie intake each day, it's making them more susceptible to certain diseases and things like that. And they're dying that way. And this is what I want to, for all those who are going to say, I don't care because they're brown people, or I don't care because they're Mexican. I know a lot of people just think everybody's Mexican. I want you to know that they have been very patient. They have left wing and right wing, which doesn't mean anything to us because it's completely opposite there. But they have these paramilitaries. And what these paramilitaries do is they help protect their country. You could think of them as militias. They have an official militia also. But these paramilitaries don't really go by any rules. And so once their grandparents start dying, which has occurred, once their children start dying, and they're having to watch their family members die, what do you think they're going to do? You think they're going to say, no big deal? These are the same paramilitaries that fight the drug cartels, that fight to keep Venezuela is far from perfect, but there are these paramilitaries that fight to keep the Colombian drugs out, or even fight each other for certain drug territory so they have something to sell, whatever the case may be. And so now these people are going to be looking at us to say, oh, really? You allowed this. And they're going to continue letting immigrants across the border. And I don't think that you should make this into an immigration issue either. Because this is something that we have allowed ourselves to get so caught up in Stormy Daniels and Mueller report and QANON and 5D chess that there are tens of thousands of people dying in our hemisphere, right off the coast of Florida. People not really different than any of us. The majority of them, about, probably 98% of them are Christian. The only sovereign Christian nation still standing without a Rothschild bank. And they're actually fighting for their country. And our savior, President Trump, has continued to sanction them over and over and over. All the while, we're supporting countries like this. Saudi Arabia beheaded 37 men this week. One of them was about to come to college here in Michigan. He was about to leave for college, but then he was arrested. He was about to fly to Michigan to attend college. He was sentenced to death for participating in a pro-democracy rally. I thought we were fighting for democracy. But yep, we're just best friends with Saudi Arabia. Then, not only are we best friends with them, we're supporting them in yet another war in Yemen, where it is just plain and simple a genocide. You know, I voted for President Trump because he said that he was not going to be an intervention. We weren't going to be the world's military. We were going to bring our sons and daughters home. We haven't brought any of them home yet. He has said that we would, and then just moved them around. They're not home. Nothing's getting better. If anything, it's getting extremely worse. And I'm not going to be blind enough to say that this isn't going on. I know many of you will, and I know many of you are going to unsubscribe. Because I refuse to, bow down to a politician of any sort. The facts don't care about your feelings. These people are dying while people are going on and on and on about stupid QANON or the Mueller report. And I'm talking about people on both sides. And yet this stuff is occurring. It's sickening to watch this go on. And I honestly feel that QAnon was meant for this reason. I honestly do. I believe that Trump knew, and I feel that he does know about it. Obviously, he does know about it. He knows that if his base would actually see what's really going on, like all of the Second Amendment things that have been cut from us under his 2 years of being a president, far more than ever was under Obama. Don't be confused. I just don't like any of them. I think DC needs to have a wall around it. That's why I advocate for states' rights, because if y'all don't see this, it's getting worse and worse by the day. And it's only gonna take a little bit for something to pop off, and we're gonna be screwed. But if we can have a working system with each state at a state level, at our local level, the blow's going to be a lot less hard. But these people are not just Venezuela, but Russia has their back, China has their back, and we just keep screwing them over. You know, they wanted you to believe that the electricity just went out randomly because Venezuela just stopped doing maintenance on their electrical grid. Well, then how come they fixed it so quickly and nothing has happened since then? Because that's not what it was. It was 100% foreign interference to try to bring them down. And they won't stop. These people are bloodthirsty sociopaths. That's what DC is. That's what DC has become. In the last few decades, it's kind of par for course. It's what they do. And while we're looking over here and looking over there, this stuff happens. I think I said this in another video. There were something like 488 mentions on MSNBC about Stormy Daniels, and not one about Yemen. Not one about a genocide that we are supporting with our tax dollars. It's a shame. It truly is. Right now they're trying to put these fake embassy people in Venezuela's embassy. They're still trying to pretend that Juan Guaido is the actual president of Venezuela. It's getting to an embarrassing level of how much they're still pushing this. I mean, the other day we sanctioned their central bank. How ridiculous is that? We are crippling everything about what's going on there. Every aspect. I don't even know. And for people that just say, oh, you know, it's not Trump, it's his administration. Wake up. These people weren't voted in. He put these people in place. Make America Great Again is an idea. It is a movement. Kind of like Chavismo. That doesn't mean that just because I don't support somebody that's doing this, I don't want my country to do better. But there's no way in hell that our country is going to do better with this going on. It's getting worse by the day. And for those who cannot see it, you are just not looking. He is screwing over the farmers. I'm not even going to go there with the amount of corporations, the big corporations that, I'll say it, double the amount of corporations did not pay $1 in taxes this year. Double. Did you have to pay taxes? I bet you did. But not the big corporations. Must be that trickle down effect, huh? trickle down. Sure. I don't know. And Canada imposes fresh sanctions as Pompeo vows to tighten the noose. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? It's disgusting. These people are our neighbors. I mean, you almost could swim there from Florida. They have done nothing except fight for their country. We have become the empire that our forefathers fought against, fought for freedom against. That's who we've become. And you can either sit around and pretend it's not happening, or you can stand up and do something about it. Show Trump he's not going to win by doing this. Everybody said that, oh, he's going to lose his base over this. And then he doesn't. He keeps doing it, and people are like, oh, la la, not going on. Oh, it's cool. It's 5D chess. It's 5D chess. These people are 6 foot deep. Yeah, they're dead. These people are dead. This is not chess. There's nobody getting locked up. If you don't know, Hillary Clinton got her law degree back, or law license. She could practice law. Hillary Clinton. Yeah. You think she's going to get locked up? No, she's not. DC cumulatively is completely corrupt. And if you think that they just don't have a problem doing this to other countries, look around this country. Look at Flint, Michigan. Look at all of these horrific conditions. Thank you. These horrific conditions that Americans, veterans, homeless veterans are living in. Living on the side of the street. But we want to just keep pretending that this is like a video game or something. Sorry. Found this channel through Johnny Arcade. Oh, awesome. It's not, guys. This isn't a game. There's people dying. And people are going to say, oh, there's always war. No, there doesn't always have to be. There doesn't always have to be this extensive ridiculousness. They are lying to you, and you're allowing it to, oh, well, that's probably what the reason is. It's not. And if you don't believe it, go to all my videos that I've done for the last year. This is wrong. He has flipped on almost every single thing that he ran on. I can't support this. I won't support this. Not in my name. Y'all have a wonderful day. Like, share, subscribe. I'm sure people will unsubscribe, but truth is the truth.